o'clock, get it going. We'll do 5 minutes again today. It's gonna be slightly different today because I already ate today, so I'm not fasted right at this point. So a little breezier today than it was last time. So that I did out here. Actually, last time I did it, I didn't record it, so I should have. But I'm sure by the time I do this for a month or so, there's gonna be a lot of videos. I'm gonna edit out a lot, but anyway, temperature pretty warm for more recently, you know. It's actually maybe a degree or two above freezing, so we're at about 33, 34 degrees. And it's not sunny today. It's overcast, but it's probably why it's warmer too. So some of those clear days in Minnesota, you get really cold. So we'll know probably about January or February sometime. We'll see some snow dogs, or sun dogs, I mean. And then you know it's cold. So there's a little bit of different view. Something other than just watching me around half naked. All right, I have started to shiver. On the video it says about 2 minutes in. On my stopwatch it's not quite 2 minutes yet, so I'm gonna go for 5. Starting to shiver a little bit. Just because it's easier to take off the old boots, I leave them untied for this, so I'm just standing out on the deck anyway. Some trumpeter swans, but I don't see them, so I'll try to get the camera angle off if I see them, but it's in cinematic mode anyway, so who knows if you'll be able to see them anyway. But yeah, just documenting cold therapy. I don't have a plunge or anything like that, and before I invest, you know, ice barrel money or plunge money, so ice barrel costs about $1,200, plunge probably $5,000. I'm just going along with what I can do here in Minnesota just by standing outside in the cold, and then also doing cold showers when it's not quite as cold. So I mean, part of it's looking at like what some of the literature that Andrew Huberman has talked about, and just trying to get that shivering effect going, you know, and not immediately covering up or warming up right away. So I'm just trying to stay cool and get some shivering going and just take it from there. So trying to consume less caffeine, you know, you get a little bit of fat burning effects. I mean, there's a lot of good things, you know, that are much better for you, like getting your dopamine naturally by doing stuff like this that, you know, our ancestors maybe did. Try to stay away from all that because of the liver king lately. So yeah, you don't need to do stuff like that, but there are some good things, you know, like where we get our, you know, our genetics, our genes to kind of click on and do a little bit better job. You know, if you're constantly having to be in a warm room all the time just to stay warm and you can't tolerate any type of cold, that's probably not a good thing. You should be able to stand out here like I am for, you can tell I'm shivering a little bit, for 5 minutes, right? You shouldn't just always run into somewhere warm, always have to be warm. And the same thing for tolerance to heat. I'm pretty tolerant to heat though, so that's not as tough for me. Like I can sit in a pretty hot sauna for 20-30 minutes, no problem. So, and when I was doing powerlifting, you know, obviously I would sit in there really long time, or hot baths. So That's not as much of a challenge to me. I've adapted. But this, you can tell I'm shivering right now. Starting to shake. And there's the timer. So that was just 5 minutes. It's not so bad, guys. I definitely recommend it. You know, if you can't do this, which is super cheap, I'm always going to show you guys the cheap method first, guys. Try to figure something out. But if you can't do this, I would start with cold showers before you invest big money into it. But you should definitely do cold therapy. So hope you guys are doing well. See you soon.